Where the fuck do you even start this video? Well, I think everyone was just, like set up by the way, but that's not what we're here for. I think we were all just chilling, enjoying our Thursday night until about, what time was it, like 8-9 p.m. when Mr. Fabrizio Romano comes out and drops that Bayern are intending on sacking Julian Nagelsmann. To be honest, I don't know what the fuck to say. Genuinely. It's so weird. It's come out of nowhere. I don't even know where to begin. Julian Nagelsmann has been sacked. We don't have an official announcement yet. But basically every source out there, let's have Twitter up on my left here. Every source are saying, he's been sacked. Nagelsmann was just he was in Austria just skiing with his girlfriend and family or whatever. And then this evening found out that he got sacked from Bayern. And I really don't know why we have sacked him. I mean, in the Champions League, we have a perfect run. 8 out of 8 wins. That includes 2 games against PSG, Barcelona and Inter. I mean, against Victoria Pilsen as well. 7 clean sheets, and the only team to score against us was Victoria Pilsen. So perfect Champions League run. We're in the quarterfinals. We're playing against Man City. A big game to prepare. And he's not going to be there. Bundesliga, we've been worse than recent years. Yes, absolutely. But it's not like we're doing badly. We are on, I think, 52 points and Dortmund on 53. Of course, it's international break right now. But next game in Bundesliga, we play against Dortmund at the Allianz Arena. My head is hot. So basically, if we win that game against Dortmund, it's a big game. We're Bayern not here for big games. If we win that game, or even draw, we go back on top of the league. What are so freakishly long arms? What the hell? I don't honestly get why this has happened. I feel like it can't be, because apparently the board came out with a statement, or at least that's what I've seen, that the reason they got sacked was because he dropped 10 points in the Bundesliga. I mean, yeah, sure, whatever. It's not like we win every single game known to mankind. It's so confusing, and I don't get why you sack him because you drop 10 points in the Bundesliga. Surely there's been something else other than that, and that's just what the board has been saying. There's been so much talking on Twitter and on every social media platform, surely there's been something else happening behind the scenes rather than what's happening on the pitch. Because on the pitch, we're not doing badly. Way worse under Niko Kovac, for example. Yes, we sacked him, absolutely. But just because we are 1 point off Dortmund and apparently our treble hunt is in danger. What does that even mean? It's not like we can go and win a treble just like that. We've done it twice. I mean, even twice. That's very, very good. I'm just so... Man United fans even shout still about the 1999 treble. We don't talk about that, by the way. We don't talk about that. Can't be anything on the pitch. Nagelsmann's done everything on the pitch. Sure, he invented his 3-back system. Was it the best for Bayern? Probably not. But he's been working with Leipzig, and he wanted to basically transform this Bayern team to this 3-back. And realistically, it didn't work. We started this season with I think a 4-2-2-2 formation, or 4-2-3-1. Right, we had 9 points after 3 games. We had plus 15 in goal difference, which is a Bundesliga record, I think, after 3 games, which is nuts. And everyone was like, oh, this is going to be a season, we're doing well. Then the Champions League came. We're insane. We beat PSG fairly easy for being PSG. Yes, they're quite bad, but it's PSG still. But that leaves me so confused, why was he sacked so impulsive? Either the board has been, completely thinking about this constantly, or that leads me on to my second point, little conspiracy theory that I thought about. Also, Fiago just tweeted, Bayern, the owner club where you can get 6 out of 6 wins and 6 out of 6 clean sheets against Barca, Inter and PSG only to get the sack. This is mad. Something must have happened behind the scenes. And I agree. Dropping 10 points in the Bundesliga when we are still 1 point behind Dortmund, that's not a reasonable excuse for someone to just get sacked like that. That's not the case here. Apparently Thomas Tuchel is taking over. sure, a great coach. He won a Champions League with Chelsea 2 years ago, and I'm there for it. He can surely bring some like good football. He can go back to the 4-back system, but like Nagelsmann's football, sure, the 3-back didn't work out. We know that. So the 3-back was a fail, absolutely. He still performed insanely well with the 4-2-2 formation, the 4-2-3-1 at times. Oh no, we have a Cancelo interview. So apparently that translation was, I didn't know, I'm surprised he called me off guard now. I thank Mr. Nagelsmann because he was the one who wanted me at Bayern. Oh, this is just bad. So we're doing well in basically all competitions. Yes, we lose out some points in the Bundesliga, but we're still definitely up there to win the title still. I can't see a world where that wouldn't happen. Does the Villarreal defeat last year have any effect on this? Maybe, because we shouldn't go out to Villarreal in a game like that. And his tactics were really working for that game. He also put like Davies as a centre-back. And enough about that. That was a year ago. He can't just be sacked just like that, just because of his tactics or on what's happening on the pitch. There has to be a reason behind the scenes why this is happened. Why has this happened? There has to be something behind the scenes of something that's happened. If there's with the leaked tactics that happened a few weeks ago, if there is anything else really that Nagelsmann's done, his ex-girlfriend, or whatever. It could be something behind there that we don't know about and that will probably never be released to the public ever. First of all, what do you think is happening at the Germany team hotel right now? I'm very interested to know that. And it's so weird because Oliver Kahn and Hasan Salihamidzic, they've always had a good relationship with Nagelsmann, no matter how bad the results were. Back when we had like 4 games when we didn't win, the board always backed him. And then all of a sudden now they just come out with this decision to sack him. And a conspiracy theory I thought about was, I can't fucking concentrate, my Twitter's going fucking mental. I might just shut it down. Shut it down, man. But a conspiracy theory I had was, you remember 2 years ago now when Upamecano got announced? Because he got announced on 14th of February 2021 on Instagram, on social medias, everyone know. Okay, we have signed Upamecano. I think he done his medicals, whatever. And he's going to sign with us in July, so he's going to play the rest of the season with Leipzig and then join Bayern in July. There were constantly rumours about Julian Nagelsmann wants Konrad Laimer at Bayern from Leipzig as well. Nagelsmann always wanted Laimer at Bayern, but the transfer rumours just, nothing really happened. So basically, Nagelsmann wanted Laimer at Bayern just because he fits his system. He knows Laimer very well. So it was a good signing for Nagelsmann. And I'm sure if the results got improved or whatever, the board would also approve. But since we have heard nothing, about that signing whatsoever, could Nagelsmann have been, questioned all along? The board lose faith in Nagelsmann and, didn't go through with the signing of Laimer, because now that Tuchel is actually taking over, he might actually not want Laimer because it's not going to fit his system or, whatever. Why didn't then the Laimer signing get announced like Upamecano did? He has signed, he's on his medical, he's joining in July, but he's playing the rest of his Leipzig. Could that also be like a little hint that Nagelsmann was questioned by the board all along? Maybe. And it's so sad. I keep seeing my Twitter refreshing all up on my left, and it's just, sad pictures of Julian Nagelsmann, and he had so much passion about the club. He's been a Bayern fan ever since he was a child. He's been so excited for this job. He's been so passionate, and of course, things always doesn't work out. Things don't work out. His 3-back didn't work. But I'm still not buying the thing that losing 10 points in the Bundesliga was the reason we sacked Nagelsmann. I don't believe that one bit. How can you get sacked from a perfect Champions League run? We're doing well in the Pokal for the first time in, 2-3 years now. And we're still basically on top of the Bundesliga. If we win against Dortmund, we go, I think, 2 points clear of Dortmund again. And it's so weird to me that I always had, a good relationship with Nagelsmann. They always backed him, always everything. And then just 1 minute to another, they just absolutely turn him and sack him. Do you realize how nuts that is? There has to be an explanation behind it. I can't believe we signed Nagelsmann for 25 million euros, I think. You know, our board always backed him, always everything. And then, you know, we had decent results. You know, like we really spent 25 mil on Nagelsmann, right? We always backed him, even when we fucking lost 1-0 to Augsburg a few months ago now. But now when we are, you know, easily passing through PSG in the Champions League, we have Man City coming up. Yeah, let's sack Nagelsmann. You idiot. Only Bayern can do that. Only Bayern could do that. So Thomas has a lot of pressure on him. He's coming into this absolute mess, absolute Hollywood of a club. We are an absolute state with a massive game against Borussia Dortmund to start off with, and then against Man City in the Champions League knockout stages. And he's just gonna come in and just deal with that. Yeah, okay. Of course, Thomas Tuchel has a lot ahead of him and everything. But imagine the players. They now have to face the biggest challenge of the season in both Borussia Dortmund and then Man City. Let's not forget Freiburg in the Pokal as well. That's not an easy game. So imagine what is going through in the players' heads right now when they are faced with this news and now have to adapt to Tuchel and everything and still perform, you know, the way they should do. Yes, they're professional players. Yes, they can still play football. But it's not an easy task just to play against Borussia Dortmund like that and just against Man City like that. Under a new coach, under everything. Like, I don't really get this. It's so weird how you can spend, you know, 25 million euros on a manager and then not even say a single word why you sack him. Yet, anyway. This video comes out tomorrow on Friday. And, you know, we could get an explanation, whatever. We still don't have an official announcement from the Bayern social medias. Apparently that's going to happen tomorrow. But I guess we'll see what happens. They might, you know, be planning the text or whatever. Or just wait for a better time to announce it so people can, like, smell the thoughts a little bit. As this tweet stated earlier, Julian Nagelsmann was totally surprised by Bayern's decision. The coach was skiing in Austria. By the way, we should fucking ban skiing from this football club. All the bad news start from skiing. Fucking ban skiing. I don't care. Anyway, the bosses came to the conclusion that Nagelsmann was mainly to blame for dropping 10 points this year and being overtaken by Dortmund. By 1 point. By 1 point. Nagelsmann's perfect CEO record so far did not save him. The international break was a perfect opportunity for the bosses to change the coach. They informed Nagelsmann of the decision this evening, so he got to know us basically as soon as we knew. The club's bosses saw that treble was in danger and decided to act before upcoming big games in Dortmund City. How is the treble in danger? What? Champions League, we've gone 8 games unbeaten with the hardest possible opponents we could have played right now. Basically, almost anyway. We had the group of death. 6 wins, 6 games, 5 clean sheets because we couldn't see the 2 to Victoria Pilsen for some reason. The Champions League, that was it. We had a perfect record. Champions League nights is always special, and I can't see the treble being in danger because of Champions League. The Bundesliga, we dominate the Bundesliga. We do. We get cold farmers because we're too good for the Bundesliga. Yeah, cry about it. You know, the Bundesliga, we always dominate. And like we have one single point. It might be 2, and I might be chatting shit, but I think it's 1 point we are behind Dortmund. 1 little point. They also said, like, in addition, Bayern were afraid that Thomas Tuchel would be quickly gone from the market. Coaching job as Real Madrid could become available, and Tottenham were also interested. And the bosses had Tuchel on the side for several years. Now it's finally happening. Finally. If they had him in thoughts for years, why did you go and sign Nagelsmann and not Tuchel? Because he was at Chelsea. That was my bad. Like, I don't think the players were the reasons behind this either. Because, like, the players knew nothing as well. No one knew a thing until everyone knew. The fans, the players, Nagelsmann himself. Nobody knew apart from the board. And of course, like, it's such a stupid statement to say our treble is in danger. Do you realize how fucking... What? Do you realize how weird that sounds? Our treble is in danger. Like, the treble is something you go and win every year. Clubs dream of a treble. A Champions League alone. Clubs spend so much money trying to win the Champions League. PSG, for example. We just knocked them out easily. And the treble is not something you just go and win every year. Like, the treble is a big achievement. We did it in 2013. We did it in 2020. That was the sextuple even. Like, not many people get a treble. people, I should teams. Not many teams get a treble. That is a big achievement. Like, as I said earlier, Man United fans still brag about, the 1999 treble to this day. That's how much a treble means. It's not something you just go into every year and like, yeah, we're just gonna win a treble. And like, yeah, our treble's in danger. Yes, sack our coach for it. I'm upset about this decision. Do I know why Nagelsmann has been sacked? Yeah, because we apparently dropped 10 points in the Bundesliga. But I'm calling bullshit. I'm actually calling bullshit on that statement. There's no way that is true. I'm not believing a thing. I want just the truth from both the board, from Khan himself, from Salam Hamisis himself, from everyone. Just tell us the truth. It can't be that bad. You're gonna be judged anyway for your decisions of sacking Nagelsmann. Just come out with the truth, and we'll be a little bit happier. Do I look forward to Tuchel Bayern? Both yes and no. He's a very defensive coach, and we haven't really had a defensive coach in a while now. So, I mean, Kovac was kind of defensive, but not really. But Tuchel is like known for his defensive work. So we're gonna see how that, turns out. But he did win Champions League in 2021 with dare I say, mediocre Chelsea side. So, anything could happen. Of course, I'm absolutely not against Tuchel signing. I'm happy we found a very good coach so fast, so quickly. He's probably going to sign the papers, everything tomorrow. So I'm happy we found him instantly instead of, just having someone at random just coming in and like taking over for a while until the summer. But I feel like it's so weird that we, sack Nagelsmann now. Like, when we have so many big games coming up, there's no need to change it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, the Champions League wasn't broke. Nothing. We were perfect there. Bundesliga, yes, absolutely, we could have done better. But we're still not far if we have one stupid point behind Dortmund. It might be two. I might be looking at it. I think it's 1 point. So I'm happy with Tuchel. It's going to be interesting to see how he, performs with this Bayern team. I mean, to be fair, like, he did well with the PSG side. He got them into the final. Of course, Hansi Flick's 1920 Bayern beat that side. But then next year, actually went on to win the whole thing with Chelsea. So, like, he's not exactly a bad coach whatsoever. I get the fact that, Tuchel might not be available in the summer and everything. Like, we could have easily waited until the summer to sack Nagelsmann. Like, if we bottle the Champions League, if we bottle the Bundesliga, if we bottle the Pokal, sure, it's a fucking disaster. We move on with a new coach, a new era. That would be a reasonable offense to sack Nagelsmann if things just don't go to plan. And sure, probably the board wanted more from Nagelsmann, spending 25 mil on him. Like, it's not like we've done bad in the league. It's not like we've done bad in Champions League. We've not done bad in the Pokal. If we had like incredibly bad results, I would have understood. I don't understand like what is so rushed for him to be sacked now. I get that the show will not be available in the summer from like Real Madrid, like Carlo Ancelotti might leave. To show maybe would be interested in that. Tottenham were also interested. But I mean, with Bayern Munich, we could have easily just like, right, this is a job. Nagelsmann has been sacked. You're German. You're living in Munich already. Like, this job is perfect for you. There are so many other managers for Real Madrid or Tottenham or whatever. Tuchel would then be perfect for you for the Bayern job. I don't really understand this decision. If things just don't work out, if Dortmund win the league, if we bottle the Champions League, if we don't win the Pokal, if we go trophyless, the board have themselves to blame and only themselves to blame. So it's going to be interesting to see how Tuchel lines up Bayern. I hope we go back to a 4-back, like the 3-back recently. Like, it's working in certain scenarios, but like in the long run, it's just not going to work. Get Cancelo and Mascherano in, it's like we have two world-class fullbacks that just aren't playing because Nagelsmann's system. So let's not, force Coman to defend on the right. Let Coman do his thing going forward. Have two incredible fullbacks, two solid centre-backs, and, work on the defensive part as long as attacking the way we've always done. As you've seen, there's probably Nagelsmann's been sacked officially from, the Bayern social media, whatever, and Tuchel's probably been signed. It's insane when you think about it. I did not expect this to end like this. Like, yes, I love Nagelsmann. He has so much passion for the club. I love the guy, everything, but it's kind of sad, like, how everything was working out so well. We had, you know, the PSG game went perfectly. We've done so well in Champions League. We were so confident in everything. And now this decision just comes out of absolutely nowhere. And we're here now. And what is going to happen? But I might be looking back at this video like, lol, like, of course we should sack Nagelsmann by Tuchel, lol, we just want a treble, lol. I've always loved Nagelsmann, everything like that, yes, absolutely, but like, I knew the 3-back wouldn't work in the long run, like temporarily and for like a year or two, absolutely, but it started to fade away. Like, was Nagelsmann the right man for the job? Evidently not. A little bit depressing, but hey, what can you do? New era again starts. With you, not with Julian Nagelsmann. That's gonna be so weird now. Tuchel is gonna take over. He has a big task ahead of him. Like, if he doesn't perform against Dortmund, we're fucked. We're absolutely fucked. I'm so confused. I'm so sad. I'm so excited for a new era. I'm depressed at the same time. I have all kinds of emotions at the same time. And my Twitter feed is going off and my head absolutely hurts. If you did like this video and found it, you know, any kind of helpful or whatever, do drop a like. We are also closing into 1,000 subs. I think we're like 100-ish away, so that would be greatly appreciated. It's kind of sad that they were just ready to absolutely just throw him out of the club, either if it's tonight or if it's in the summer. And realistically, the only thing that would, you know, keep Nagelsmann at the club would be a treble win, which is kind of sad to think about. Don't do anything about it. It's their decision, not ours. But, you know. Thank you, Julian Nagelsmann.